Hello and welcome. It's Friday night. That means it's time for the Midwest Motorsports Truck Series to get some racing in. It is throwback race at Atlanta Motor Speedway from 2009, the old Atlanta. And currently, here coming to grid, Robert Sanders has put it on the pole. How about that? Let's see some grid action going on. Travis Jones second, Trevor McLaughlin third, Ian Silva, Nicholas Aslin, Justin Thaler, Sean Happick, Eric Thaler, and Justin Glickner round out the top 10. Ty Williams, Andrew Miller, Michael Harris, Corbin Flickenstein, Brendan Hornish, Stephanie Piccoli, Mark Cochran, Brandon Cotton, Thomas Fuller, and Brandon Morris round out the top 20. Sean Cunningham, Ron Schamer, John Aslin, James Olavison, Robert Olavison, and Craig Nagy round out the field. I'm James J. I'm joined by Michael Samia. Michael, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good, man. How are you?
Excellent. Thanks for joining me tonight. A little bit odd calling the race or watching it from the commentary booth as opposed to being in the race, huh?
I enjoy it either way. It's a new experience for me.
All right. Well, don't forget to have fun tonight, man. That's what we're here for. Just going to enjoy the racing from Atlanta Motor Speedway and see how it goes. Have you run the 2009 version?
No, I have not. Not since they've done the update with the trucks.
All right. Well, who knows what we're going to see? Stay tuned and we'll find out. We got some cool throwback schemes to show everybody tonight. Like Dustin Reinstettel's got one, a throwback to Cale Yarborough. I see a Mark Martin up here from Robert Sanders. The number six, that's going to throw me off, though. He's not usually a number six, but tonight he is.
Good looking paint though.
I agree. Look at all those trucks, man. 25 of us going to go racing tonight.
It's
I'm really
gonna be
excited. We're going. Go ahead.
gonna be exciting, man. It's gonna be exciting with all the trucks here.
The old Atlanta. Lights are out in the pace car. The sun looks like it's already going down. I expect the weather to change as the race progresses. So we'll see how that goes. They've got, I believe, four sets of tires on the ground, and they start with one. And they are pace cars pulling in. And Dustin Reinstettel checks out. Robert Sanders puts in a fight right behind him.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested to see. I was talking with Trevor before the race, and he said it was pretty slick.
Pretty slick. Okay. Cold tires.
Track
Make a
temp.
difference too. Track temp. Speaking of Trevor, currently P6.
Looks like he's running that Carl Edwards paint there. I was talking with him. It's his favorite driver.
He is
Uh,
a Carl Edwards fan. Yep, the Scots. Didn't he won or Carl Edwards won one of the Atlanta races at this track in a truck, I believe.
Looks like he won Atlanta 2005 when he made his backflip. His,
Okay,
I think, is what got Trevor liking him.
gotcha. His victory celebration.
Yeah, the backflip every time he won.
That's right. Travis Jones got around Robert Sanders, and now Nicholas Aslin also trying to get around the Valvoline truck. So far, so clean. I like what I see. I'm glad everybody's kind of taking it easy and learning their lesson about penalties and stuff, and just try to avoid, especially in the first 5 laps after a caution or a restart. You're subject to a steward review and getting an end of line the next week. So hopefully that helps make it more fun for everybody to participate. It's kind of takes the fun out of everybody's, takes the wind out of everybody's sail when you get taken out on the third lap. So just trying to keep it clean.
Yeah, cleaner race is a lot more fun to watch.
Yeah, and a lot more fun to race. This is a league experience. It's not an official races, where Who cares what happens next week to the guy you're racing against? But look at Travis Jones, man. He gets sucked up right to the back of Dustin Reinstedel.
Yeah, he's got that truck rolling. Hope he don't burn those tires up.
Ooh, yeah. You can see him counter steer on the exit of turn 3 there as they come into, the exit of turn 2 is now we're coming into 3. And the Atlanta Hotel there on the right. Tri-Oval Atlanta, one of the first races I went to. You know, I'm born and raised in Atlanta. I went in 1993 and saw Jeff Gordon, Alan Kwiecki, 92, I mean.
I never went to the old Atlanta. I went to the new Atlanta last year or the year before. It was pretty exciting.
A lot of fun. You get, not a bad seat in the house. You can see a lot from it. It's a lot bigger than it looks. You think just a mile and a half, but just about anywhere in the grandstands, you can just about see the whole track till they come around the corners. If they're staying low, kind of get blocked with the pit area. But it's a great place. Again, if you've never been to a race in person and you're anywhere near a racer, you have the opportunity. I highly recommend going to a race. It'll definitely change your mind about these guys being athletes and how much fun it is, just the whole experience. As Travis Jones looks inside now, Dustin Reinstedel putting clean air on his nose, getting some air going through the motor, hopefully cooling it off a little bit if it's needed. Do you have any problem with the trucks overheating, Michael, in your experience?
Not here. I think I believe it was Talladega or something, or Daytona, I was overheating in one of these races and could not make a pass. Every time I would try, it would be overheating. And I was just like, man, I couldn't figure out what to do to keep it where I could get, suck up to the car and then make the pass. But it's happened. Kind of frustrating.
Right. Well, good for you to recognize it before it was too late and the engine blew,
Yeah.
which I've seen happen before too. We got a three-way battle for the lead now. Nicholas Aslin's come a long way, hadn't he? I know John Aslin was racing with us for a couple of seasons, and Nick came in and put his dad at least one position back from where he was. Right from the get-go, Nicholas Aslin's been fast.
He won last week, right? I think he
did.
Yeah, he's trying to continue that win streak.
Andy won Daytona because they were crashing coming to the green. So he felt that was a fluke, and last week was redemption for him. According to him, those were his words, not mine.
Yeah. It's a long race. Still got quite a few laps to go.
And don't forget a competition caution coming up as well. Lap 20. We are working halfway there. Working lap 10 now, coming to 10.
I was rooting on the number 2 there. And for the race, I was telling him, let's get this win. So let's see how he fares today.
Justin Thaler, I hear he's got a pretty cool throwback as well. See if we can get him a little closer, bigger up in the screen. Can you read anything about his throwback paint? I know he's submitted a form. You want me to read it, or you got it? I know he wrote about a half a page.
He just, it's hard to find any old school paints that, he likes. So he went with Kenny Schrader. He's hilarious. So he decided that he would rock one of his throwbacks. So looks like it was a Kodiak, I believe. Yeah.
So that's as close as I can get. Yes, it is. We're yellow.
Yeah, it's an old Kodiak paint scheme.
See if we can find out why we're under yellow. John Aslin, Brandon Morris, maybe? Sorry about the frame, guys. Let me rewind it, see if I can get to the accident. Oh, yeah. Something tells me he had help. We got contact. Let's see what we can see here. We're riding with John Aslin. We got trucks on the inside and outside. Sorry about the glitching a little bit here. Let's see if I can look behind him. We got the 9, James Olavison, right beside him. And I believe that's Brandon Morris. Nope. We'll go back to John. Sorry about this. My cameras are being a little slow. Here we go. Let's see if we can find out what happens. Olavison and the 9 on the outside, they just got together.
Looks like he kind of took that corner a little wider than he anticipated.
Coming out of the second dog leg.
Yeah, kind of set up for the turn.
Yeah, I don't think he knew John Aslan was there.
Yeah.
Came across the nose. So that's a bummer for both of them. Luckily, everybody avoids them. It's hard to get it turned around. Oh, keep it cool. Good job, John.
That's really easy to do when they get to a certain spot. You can't tell where they're at.
Right. Hard to predict exactly where everybody's at. Hard to look at your relative and look at the track and trying to figure out all the details, but looks like he got it back together. We had a couple guys come in and pit. No, we didn't. Nope. I lied. Brandon Morris came in at lap 3. A couple guys had pit lane starts, I believe. No, even 15 seconds. For James Olavison on lap. Oh, there it is. Pit lap 12 and 13, yes. Brandon Cotton, Stephanie Piccoli, and James Olavison all came into the pits.
Gonna work some kind of strategy here, looking like.
I guess if you're in the back, go ahead and top off, and that'll take less time at the competition caution. You might be able to jump half the cars, although you're in the back of a 25-car truck line.
Yeah, I mean, what do you got? 12 laps? 12 laps of fuel you burn already?
Yeah.
If you don't pit the caution, you're only going to stay out 12 laps after, or 13-ish.
Yeah, right. So, right, you could stay out and then come get tires. What do you think about 30, 32 laps on a tank?
Probably. Yeah, probably 30.
That's what I was told on my research.
Boy, a little squirrely on the start there.
He's off. Nicholas Aslan in the 48, running the high line, side by side with Travis Jones now. Dustin Reinstedel has to pick a lane and choose who to block.
Yeah, I think it's going to come down. It's going to be tires right here later on in the corner.
We have another competition caution in 4 laps. Dustin Reinstedel's got some competition on the inside. 96, Travis Jones at his left rear. Running the tire line's definitely going to hurt your tires a little bit more. Heat them up. Reinstedel gets a better exit. Travis does a good job of staying low, leaving room for everybody. Got a 4-car swing on the outside, and look who that is in 5th. The godfather of Midwest Motorsports, Eric Thaler, in the 15. He's in the catbird seat for looking at all the action up ahead.
We got Andrew Miller with his fastest lap of the race, actually the fastest lap, 30.7. It's a pretty good pace.
Like Andrew Miller, he's been here working a long time. As the 15 slides up in front of the number 6 of Robert Sanders and almost got into it with the 96. They did a great job to stay apart.
15's got a good looking corner for that Ray Bessis throwback.
It looks awesome.
I actually was going to paint one of those, and I just give up on it.
Did he send a response in the week before?
Let's see here.
for trucks.
I don't see nothing.
No, unfortunately not, but it's all good. You still showed up. We'll have to guess. Who was in that Ray Bustos car? We're yellow for the competition caution. We got time to talk about it.
Let me think. I seen it the other day. I keep wanting to say it was Kenny Irwin, but I may be wrong.
All good. We'll let these pit cycles come out as Barney comes through the field. Never seen a Ford Taurus go that fast. If that's what it is, do you know what the pace car is?
Thought it
Out
was a
of
Mustang.
curiosity, is it a Mustang?
I think so. Yeah, you don't ever see Eric. I always see him in the Midwest truck. That's I believe the
Right,
first time I've ever seen him in another paint.
right.
Now, who takes tires and who don't?
We are about to find out. What would you do in a 98 lap race? You got at least 3 sets on the floor.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't take them
Don't
now.
take them here. Save them for later, just in case of some green flag runs.
Yeah.
It's Brandon Morris in there late. As he stopped earlier, was in the back. All the cars are coming out. Not too big of a shakeup. Looks like Travis Jones lost a couple of spots. But we'll get the 99 in here. See if he wants to talk to us. As soon as I take him off of mute. Trevor McLaughlin had not a bad start. Not a bad qualifying. Let's see what he has to say as soon as I get him off of mute. Hey, Trevor, it's James and Michael in the booth. You got us?
Hey, I got you guys.
Great, man. Well, talk to me, man. Start of the race, we got one caution. That's not too bad. But how's the race going for you so far, and what are your tires looking like?
Well, it was good until the restart there after the caution. I spun my tires like crazy, so I guess they were wearing more than I thought they would.
Is that because you drove the wheels off of them? Did you run over some dirt?
No, I felt like I was saving tires, and the car felt okay, the truck felt okay, but yeah, on the restart there, I barely hit the gas, and they pretty much spun me out.
Right on. Well, good news is you still got 68 laps to go to catch back up. Um, well, I was encouraged by all the green flag running. Hopefully, we'll get some more of that. Michael, you got anything for
Yeah,
your
me
buddy
too.
Trevor?
Yeah. So you didn't pull a me last week and start it in first gear, did you?
No, I was in second gear. It's just not not expecting that. But it changed up the strategy a bit. I wasn't going to do tires on that first stop, and now I did take tires. So we'll see how this goes.
That's cool, man. Well, thanks for talking to us. We'll be watching. I think you're overdue for a good run. So, hey, tell me a little bit more about your throwback scheme.
We're about to go green, but
All
I
right.
can tell you later.
Sounds good. I look forward to it, man. Good luck.
All right, thanks.
All right. They are coming into 3. Sorry, I thought we had another lap, but glad we got it sorted out. Let me send Trevor back to his chat. Take it away, Mike.
I'll tell you this track here, man. This is one of the hardest ones to restart on. I struggle here as well. I can feel his pain. It looks like the cars that pitted earlier on that earlier caution, they stayed out. And Mark Cochran's got the lead right now.
He's overdue for a good finish too. I know he always seems to run good. He seems to race clean. And keep talking, man. I'm gonna get. There we go. Trevor got back up now.
We got the 15. He's rolling on the outside. He likes that high line, don't he? He broke her a little loose there trying to make it. In the 11.
To the front.
Yeah. 11's gonna shoot back toward on the low side. Good little battle here. I don't think any of those guys took tires.
Let's see. They both had 14.9 second stop.
So yeah, I guess they did. That explains
11
why
got them back.
that explains why the 93 kind of got back so quick. Interesting.
Yes, Mark Cochran is in the 93 and we're yellow. I'm sure it was fun for Dustin Reinstedel and Eric Thaler to run together. I know they're good buddies and don't always get to race together.
Yeah, I saw Eric coming off there to get the lead there just a little bit ago, and that truck went a little crazy on him.
It was that Ian Silva that got tied up with Stephanie Piccoli. So Stephanie Piccoli's in the black truck. Ian Silva's in the Arby's, kind of burgundy brown. Come on. Two trucks back. Stephanie Piccoli down on the inside. So she's trying to come back up. James Olavison. Oh, Stephanie got down on the apron.
Yeah.
And now she's gone. She's losing it. She's sideways here. I don't think Olavison touched her until probably about now. Nope, we still didn't touch her. Ian Silva in the Arby's truck is nowhere to go. What do you do? Stephanie's
Absolutely
backed it up
nothing.
into the wall. He's just a spectator. Oh, just a 4X for Ian Silva, 71. Sean Cunningham gets in the back of Ian Silva, falls back into the 9.
Absolutely nothing 71 could have done. I mean, he was trying.
Yep, 71. And that's Sean Cunningham and Ian Silva. I think that's the 5 of John Aslin that lost it there. There's Trevor narrowly avoiding Ian Silva as he comes around. And then 97 gets a piece of it too. That's Ron Schamer. He had nowhere to go. Bumpers flying everywhere.
Pieces, yeah.
iRacing, iRacing has changed their damage model a little bit. It's a little better for us. Watch it full time now. As Ron Chalmers coming around turn 4, Piccoli in the wall. Thinks he's clear, thinks he's got by everything. And Ian Silva comes down the track. Out of control, and Chalmers like, wait, I thought I was clear. My spotter said I was clear. I'm not clear. Everybody's trying to go in the pits. Ian Silva's cutting across the grass trying to make it in the pits. So he missed pit entry. That's probably going to be a penalty. Black flag drive through maybe.
Trevor made an awesome move. That's what you call evasive right there. I figured he would spin that on the grass like that.
Car control, truck control. Sorry, I couldn't catch Trevor's lighting him up in the beginning that you put him in the back.
I think we'll probably see more of that as the tires get older if we have more restarts.
It looked like Stephanie's left front just barely got on the apron, and that's all it takes. I mean, especially on old tires, sit and duck.
Yeah, just a little wiggle, the truck behind you gets so much speed up on you. It's really hard to stop.
Restarted back up. Dustin Reinstedel out front. All 25 trucks go by. Here they are coming at you, right into your living room.
So you see right there who's back in second, the 48, Nicholas Aslin. He's wanting to come back up there.
He's hungry. He's
Yeah.
got a taste of victory lane, and he wants some more of it. I can't blame him. You won quite a few truck races, Michael. It feels good, right? When you're up front. I know it's hard to win these things, and you've won a few, lost a few, had some bad luck this season, and I don't know if you want to talk about why you decided just to focus on Cup or talk about what it's like to win one of these things after working so hard at it.
It's I mean it's nice to win one of them, especially when you got a lot of guys in here, man, that are really good. You can beat some of these guys. I mean, it says something. Um, I think I struggle with the trucks, so I kind of backed out of it. I like the Cup and Xfinity better. But anytime you win one of these, man, it's fun. Yeah, real fun deal. Uh, I think it's better if you have to fight for it. Most of the race, it makes it more exciting. But any one of these guys can win at any given time. I mean, all of them are good.
I agree, 100%. And the skill level has gotten a lot higher as well. So you're right. After you're in the rig all night, a couple hours at a time, and you pull it off, feel like you won a war.
Yeah, it's fun, man. I mean, I've got out of these, got done with the races and hands sweating and all kind of stuff. It's that's what we do it for,
Exactly.
You got old Albert Williams, 81. He's moved up to 4th place.
Yes, he has. I put the cameras on him a second ago, and I saw him creeping up here. He had a really bad qualifying. He's moved up quite a bit since the start of the race. He's up 7 spots after qualifying 11th. I'm not used to seeing him outside the top 10. I didn't think he would stay there for long, as he's cleared the 15, and now he's working on the 96. As Corbin Flickenstein is working on the 15 of Eric Taylor, just behind Ty Williams in the green car. Looks like an Interstate Batteries throwback for Ty.
Yeah, that's that Bobby Labonte. See, he was Ty's got a in here that that's the throwback to Bobby Labonte Interstate Cup car from 1999 win. And he was saying one of the guys to beat every time you went to Atlanta in the 90s. And he's right. Bobby Labonte was really good here.
Darn right. Thanks for doing that, Ty. Like the paint, like the driver, like the 81. All green. I mean, you should see like a white with some green Interstate Batteries, not an all green base paint, but I like the green. It stands out. He's working on Travis Jones now in the 96. Looking inside, stalking him. Not surprised to see Dustin Rhinestone up front, leading the way again. Fierce truck competitor, former champion, not the most recent champion. Ty Williams is your most recent Truck Series champion. Travis Jones got tired of waiting for Nicholas Aslan.
Yeah,
And,
looks like Jones wants to show a little bit right there.
yeah. All these guys took tires at the competition caution lap 20.
So do we know how many sets of tires they got in the pits? I'm really not sure.
I will find out right now. I would say I think they get 4.
So, well, if you get 4, then the
You start with 1.
yeah.
3 sets on the pits, 1 on the truck when they started. That's confirmed. 3 sets.
So changing the 4 tires right there on the comp caution, that wouldn't be a bad move if you have 3 sets, I don't think.
Right. You still got 2 more and only 60 laps, 30 laps on a tank. So you can still have a late race caution and put freshies on if it comes down to that. Or you still have a set at the end. Oh no, I'm hearing the 91 used her fast repair earlier.
Yeah, but it looked 91 looked like it was pretty damaged. I mean, I think that was you had to do it.
Yeah, she spent almost 4 minutes in the pits already. I hate it for her. She'll be back though. I'm glad she's here. She's definitely been a fair competitor and not taking anybody out. Clean driver.
Yeah, sometimes when you come into a league, when I first come into this league, it took me a minute to figure it out. You know, how to run it, who to run. You know, how I could run around a certain person or whatever. And it's always, to me, kind of tough at first.
Ty Williams seems to have dropped back from Travis Jones now, and Eric Thaler may want that position back. But
Might
up
have
front,
used up all the goodies, man, and that tire's.
yeah, screaming. Cool him down a little bit.
Yeah, Albert, he's really good with tire management anyway, so maybe what he was doing, just backing it off, cooling them down. Oh, slide job.
Slide job. Ty Williams on the outside now. Eric thought about going 3 wide, thought better of it. While Nicholas Aslan's trying to figure out how to get around Dustin Reinstedel up front. But Ty Williams looking on the outside of Travis Jones. Travis Jones sees him right just in time. That was close. Thought we had a wreck up front.
.48 Nicholas, he's doing some work right now. He's trying to work that 11.
He's right on him. Dustin Reinstedel right up front. The other guys are just behind him. You can't really see it from this view. They would drop back single file. You know, Nicholas Aslan usually does run the 48. Runs the Lowe's paint scheme off. Oh, we got a spinner.
Yeah, we got a spinner around. Looked like the 55, I think it was.
No caution yet.
Is that what I seen?
51 or the 5?
I think it was Craig Nagy, the 55.
Shout out to Josh Watt for not running the caution. That could have been a lot worse if there was a problem. Oh, come on, camera, please rewind. Oh, he's big time sideways. It's like he's trying to gather it up from something else. He's all by himself. Coming out of turn 2, gets sideways, gathers it back up, tank slapper all the way down the back stretch, still on the apron. Gets back down on the apron. It's not going to help trying to gather speed. Still lighting them up. Can't figure out which way is forward.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then
that was.
lose it. He might have been trying to get it to caution. But Josh Watt is on top of it. He's not going to throw it unless he has to. That's why I like having a live race control, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Thankfully, nobody got hurt from all that.
We got the 48 right on him again. He's trying to figure out what he could do to make that gap and possibly get around the 11.
It's going to have to work. Dustin Reinstedel in the 11 has been known to have a really wide truck.
And their lap times are just right identical. I mean, 48 had a 30.818 and 11 had a 30.822. I mean, that's close.
You know, it wouldn't surprise me. Nicholas Haslam is a pretty smart driver if he was just riding behind. Now, of course, he wants to lead, but it wouldn't surprise me if he was taking notes back there and trying to just keep it cool and see what Dustin's doing. Maybe learn from him, pick up on something. You can see now he's riding his coattails. The thing, Corbin Flickenstein's gotten around that 81 of Ty Williams. Sean Appick in the Gatorade car. Now trying to figure out how to get around Ty Williams. There's always good battles up and down the track. It's really hard for us to find all the action. There's so much of it. Sean Appick got a podium for the first time a couple weeks ago in the Charlotte Patriotic Race. I know he was happy to have that. He got a taste of the podium and wants to do another interview with me after the race. That's encouraging, but I wonder what happened to Ty Williams. He cooked his tires a little bit.
Yeah, I think probably coming through the field, maybe he heated them up a little much. I seen him, he was riding on the low line there for a while. You know, coming through the field, he may have messed that right front up a little.
So I think we're coming up on green flag pit stops. Lap 20 to lap 52 would be 30 laps. You can't quite go all the way from here. You still have another stop after this one if it goes green all the way. In order to split it with just one more stop, you'd have to get to lap 68 or at least 65.
Yeah.
13 laps, I think that's asking a lot.
Yeah, I don't think you can save that. It's going to be two more stops. This stop and then one more.
Right on.
I would be curious to see how the tires look, you know, on these. I know these guys, they'll take right side sometimes at the end, man, and that bites me every time I try.
Yep. We got some guys starting to come into the pits.
Yeah, I seen the 81 go down.
Not yet. They're doing a good job of sorting it out. Staying out. Finally got a couple cars coming out. Trevor McLaughlin on his way out.
So there should be two different cycles. Remember the ones that hit it earlier before the competition caution?
That's right.
We may have two different groups here.
Very interesting. Nicholas Aslan has made his way around Dustin Reinstedel. I was watching Sean Appick looking at some timing stuff, trying to do some math in my head. I missed the pass. Nice and smooth here. Nicholas Aslan worked on it. Coming out of turn 3. Gets a decent run. Falls right in the slipstream. Dustin Reinstedel comes across the line first. Hints towards the high line. Nicholas Aslan stays in it. Goes down low, down to the bottom. Reinstedel slides all the way up against the safer barrier. And there he goes. That's how it happened. New leader, 48.
Good pass. That was a good low line run.
Nice and clean. Back live now. The 15's got around the 96 of Travis Jones as well. Corbin Flickenstein coming up to Robert Sanders. So that's not for position.
Let's see here.
Lap 59. So they made a liar out of me. We're working on 40 laps as Ron Schamer comes in for his pit stop.
At this rate, they may make it to the 68 or whatever.
Right,
for this
65. Well,
one.
yeah, if they go to 60, they go 38 because they're working on their 38th lap now since their last pit stop at lap 20. We're working lap 40.
Maybe they can do it with one stop. Maybe
So
that's what
whoever,
they're for.
yeah, that's Robert Sanders coming through the field. Eric Thaler coming around the outside of Dustin Reinstedel. That's for position. That's for second. Move the 15 up a spot. Dustin Reinstedel's got to be coming in.
Yeah.
There he is. Gather it up. Slow down for the pit. Lane speed limit. Sean Appick. A couple guys follow him.
Oh, we got a caution.
And the caution's out. Anybody else that stayed out now is in trouble. Everybody that came in got lucky. So it looks like it's going to be Dustin Reinstedel at the top. All the way down to Andrew Miller, the top 9 cars now. If Robert Sanders comes by, he'll get one of his laps back. But top 9 cars are totally ruined. They're going to default to the back. There might be some guys trapped a lap down as well.
Yeah.
All those cars in blue that came in that were a lap down are now going to be a whole pit stop cycle out. And they're going to get trapped a lap down. That includes Ty Williams, Trevor McLaughlin, Michael Harris, Brandon Morris. Oh my goodness. This caution just changed everything. We got to find out what happened.
So it's not showing Albert Williams a lap down, I don't think.
Would not be the first time I was wrong.
Well, it just changed up, so.
Yeah, we'll let timing come around. You're right, but I think they are going to be safe, but see, it depends on who has to stop still. Because those guys that were out front, okay, maybe it's just because Eric Thaler's in the pits on his way out. We're going to have to let timing and scoring sort this one out.
Yeah, those are always confusing.
I'm hearing Travis Jones was the culprit. We're going to have to go 2 laps backwards. Hopefully we're still green. Into the wall, little wall banger. That didn't look too bad. See if I can speed it up one more notch. Got Eric Thaler and Dustin Reinstedel. Travis Jones is in 4th here. Oh, he saw Reinstedel hold it down, and I guess that was enough for the caution. Yeah, because Barney's on his way out. So, quick caution there, but those guys that did come in are going to cycle back up to the front. You have to let timing and scoring sort this one out because I'm pretty confused unless all the guys in front are going to get a wave around. My timing screen says Nicholas Aslan's in the lead, and Ty Williams all the way down in 15th. So that's what I mean by they might not be trapped, but they were just out of the pit cycles. Nicholas Aslan I think Eric Taylor was the first one to stay out.
Yeah, he stayed out. I think
He
when the
took
first
over the
when
lead.
Justin came out.
Then he came in and got his stop a lap later. He's still in fourth, so it didn't turn out too bad for him. It really hurt those guys that came into pit a couple of laps before. Well, Ty Williams went ahead and came in and pitted. I'm gonna have to watch that one back again to see who pitted before the leaders there to find out who was off sequence, and then came in and made that third pit stop of the race. But either way, both Thaylors now, Eric and Justin, are back. So they got the wave around. Lights are out on the pace car, so we're going to go green this time. Looks like it's getting a little darker out there, Michael. The headlights are on the pace car, and they're lighting up the whole track. So track's getting even cooler. You mentioned, or Trevor mentioned, a cold racetrack. You might have mentioned it too.
Yeah, he was talking about it, but he was telling me that his practices that when it got cooler, he felt that it was looser. So we'll see.
We shall see. They are lined back up, and Nicholas Aslan is going to be the control car.
And
Ooh,
he's
Eric Taylor's giving
gone.
Dustin a little push there. Caught him sleeping, didn't he?
Yeah, that was a good start for Eric. I don't remember the 43 being in third before the caution.
Right. No, I think, like I say, I think he came into pit when Eric Thaler, Travis Jones,
Okay.
those guys that are up there, Justin Thaler, Justin Glickner, were on that same cycle. So I think they moved up quite a few spots because Ty Williams, Robert Sanders, they were up there fighting. Sean Happick, they all came in a couple laps before and then got trapped when the caution came out. They had to slow down and wait for Barney. So all those cars were able to catch back up to him before they pitted. Ooh, 15 into the wall. As now Dustin Reinstedt finds himself deeper in the pack.
Yeah, let's see what place.
Nope, second. I'm sorry. That's Justin Thaler's Kodiak car. Got me confused. One thing about throwback weeks throws the commentators off.
Yeah, I can see what you mean by that when I watch your broadcast. I can see where that'll throw you off. Oh, six goes
Oh,
around.
six goes around off the front of Sean Happick. That was rough. I mean, of course, it wasn't intentional, but I think the six might have touched the apron. Nope, just got loose.
Yeah, she got loose off that corner. She got loose off that corner.
That's right. So there he is. Watch, keep it on the six car. See if I can. It's Robert Sanders. I don't know why he's not showing up on my camera. Give me half a second. We can watch Sean Happick. All right. And the six car right in front of him just gets loose right in front of him. Nothing he could do. And that definitely wasn't intentionally. Just looks like the six actually kind of came down on him some there.
Looked like his nose was like he was pitched in, and he may have got a little loose.
Oh, he was coming down. The car in front of him slowed down. Justin Thaler slowed down. We'll get on the nose of Robert Sanders here. And it looked to me like the car in front of him was Justin Thaler's trying to figure out how to get around the car in front of him. And you can see it all just happens real fast. There he goes, he gets down and then goes around. So I think he went down to avoid Justin Thaler. It all happens so fast. Right there, and he starts to go down. Oh, coming up on it. They're all together after this restart.
Yeah.
Hold up and try to avoid, and Sean Happick was there.
I think he was just trying to avoid the two and go under him, and
Yeah.
didn't see the other behind him.
And nothing Sean Happick could do. I mean, he can't lift in that scenario, or he's going to get run over. So that's just racing, man. And I'd say one of them racing deals. It's like Trevor McLaughlin came in for a pit stop as well. Freshen up, fuel up. So I think the trucks can make it all the way to the end if they want to. Now, if there's another caution, come in and get freshies. But those guys now, I mean, even Robert Sanders is going to have fresher tires. Granted, it might be only 2 or 3 laps, but those 2 or 3 laps could make a difference.
Yeah, it could. Just a few laps on them.
Oh no! So there's no lights on the trucks, right? There's no lighting on the track. In Atlanta in 2009, they did not have night races. They did not have lights at the track.
Uh-oh.
So I hope race control is being facetious when he sends me a message that says we might have to stop the race because the drivers can't see. This is what they're seeing. I know it's not 4K HD on our stream, but lights are still on the pace car. No lights on the trucks. Could get interesting.
I say as long as you can see the green light on the track or the caution light, roll with it.
That's what I'm with you, man. I'm with you. If you can see the bumper of the car in front of you, if you can see your dashboard and the white line of the apron in the wall,
Yeah.
let it eat.
It's pretty dark, huh?
It is dark. I mean, for deeper in the pack, they're going down the back stretch now. Oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
If you got a windscreen on your helmet, a shaded tinted windscreen, let it eat. Flip it up. You'll be all right.
I would say the track's pretty cool now, so let's see here.
Yeah.
71.6 degrees.
I'll find the track info button here in a second as soon as we go back green. That is an awesome camera. Where's that at? All right, we'll definitely be looking at some paint jobs now.
Uh-oh,
All
found it, huh?
Barney's in. Yep. Nicholas Aslan's control car. He gets to take off. Now everybody's chasing. You can see the flames lifting out, shooting out of the exhaust. Need to open up the aperture on our cameras to let some more light in. Getting dark for us too, but these guys are racing hard, 3-4 wide and further in the back.
I'm curious to see, like Trevor that just pitted, probably got new tires if it benefits him any.
Especially late in the run if they can make it all the way from here.
Been a pretty good race so far. That 96, he's coming back to play some more.
Yes, he is. I think he got a little bit lucky with that caution there, considering a couple guys were all the way around and he was into the wall, but just one of those wham bam calls. It could have been a lot worse. He was in the front of the field, so he didn't have anybody around. Well, he had everybody around him, where before Greg Nagy spun, there wasn't that many trucks around coming at him. So I'll stick up for race control
Oh,
here.
yeah. 15 and 43 both got the wall there.
Where are your eyes going when you're in a pack like this? Are you looking farther up the track and just kind of using your spatial awareness and memory?
Uh,
What, using your mirrors? Well, I mean, so much
Man,
going on.
yeah, it's all over the place. You got to watch the bumper. I watch my marks where I'm gonna lift or start turn in. Uh, Mirrors, it's everywhere. It's all over the place. I try to focus on my turn ins, on my marks. If I'm doing this, that 48's trying to get away, ain't he? He's trying to sail
He
on
is,
out of there if he can.
he is pulling away, actually.
Got to be needs to be aware that 11. He's really good with that tire management as well, and he could be just sitting there, saving it.
Look how
11's,
dark it's getting. It's hard to see
yeah, yeah, it is.
anything.
Kind of like to being in this race. I've never run with it like that right there. It looked like it'd be pretty neat. Dustin's putting the heat on now. He's
Yep, eyeballing them up.
20 to go. It's time to find something out here.
It's go time, boss.
Looks like Eric Taylor's catching up to third place there.
And right on the bumper is Travis Jones. We got a four-way fight. Definitely a three-way fight. You could throw a blanket over him.
Yeah.
It is getting hard to see.
And they're all about the same lap times. I mean, you got Eric Taylor with a 251 and Travis Jones with a 243 right there in third and fourth.
Yep. I do want to point out the 40 Coors Light truck of Michael Harris Jr. He was proud of this paint scheme, which I think Trevor McLaughlin helped him out on. We are red flag in the race. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that there, Michael Harris, but I'm getting information. They are red flag in the race.
Visibility must be really bad inside the car.
Well, let's go in the cockpit and find out. I mean, it's hard to see the corners. This is the first for Midwest Motorsports. What is going on? Trying to get Josh Watt to come in here and join us. I think he's going to. He's got a little bit of work on his hands. You can see the flames spitting out. This is a first for Midwest Motorsports. And you can tell how dark it is. We can't see anything.
So
You know,
when
the
we
drivers
was,
can't see anything. What are we going to do?
yeah, it's hard to see the car right in front of the car in front of you.
I don't blame him. I think it's the right thing to do. Got to be honest. I'm looking for the track info to give us an update. But this is one of those things you got to do what you got to do, right, to keep everybody safe and keep the legitimacy of the race safe. I think we got race control Josh Watt in here. Josh Watt, thank you for making this call. You want to explain it to us? You got us, Josh? Mic check.
Hey guys, I'm here. Sorry.
Hey,
Yeah,
no problem. No
so
problem. Talk to us.
timeline is getting way too far, and this track has no night lighting, so we decided between the admins that we just have to call this race before it turns pitch black. Like, it instantly swaps to pitch black at like 9 o'clock, and we can't risk running these guys in this kind of condition where nobody can see anything without headlights on. So we just decided we have to red flag the race. We cannot continue at this point.
Yeah, I agree with you. We were talking about that, how hard it is for us to see the cars. It's got to be hard for them to drive and be safe. Just one of those things, you never know until you get in here and do it. We're looking at the cockpit. We're looking at the lineup of the trucks on pit lane. So we're just going to call it a race, award full points for the running order that we have. Is that right?
Yep, from lap 80 is where we will call the field at, and we will set points based off of that for the finish.
Right on. Well, I'm hesitant to read off the line because there's some people in the pits and some people that aren't. So I'm trying to.
Yeah, we'll be scrolling it back to lap 80 to make sure that we get the proper results for everyone.
I think that's the right thing to do and a good thing to keep the integrity of the championship season in place. So kudos to the admins for making this call. Good job, Josh. Thanks for coming out and talking to us.
Thank you very much.
All right, that's Josh Watt, your race control. And he is in a different admin chat, and they were all discussing it. It sounds like they came up with a decision on the fly. Michael, hard to argue with that decision, huh?
Yeah, no, I mean, like he said, if it's going to turn pitch black, all of a sudden, like it does, then yeah, you really can't do nothing then.
Yeah. All right. Well, man, I'm hesitant to even put up a race finish results. So we're just going to leave it at this. I'll go up to a blimp mode, and I'm waiting to find out if we're going to get the top three. Go ahead.
I want to say the 48's probably going to get the win for that. I think he was in the lead there, lap 80, I believe. But other than that, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. I am looking to see who's in truck race chatter now. I think it would be safe to say Nicholas Aslan is going to be one of them, then Dustin Reinstedel. Hard to say who third it would be.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm really not on that.
No worries. Let's see if we can. He's muted, so hopefully Nick Aslan knows by now that he's in the broadcast channel. I'm going to talk to him, and then we'll get Dustin Reinstedel up here to talk to us. I think they're still sorting out the race order. He said lap 80, I believe.
I think that's what he said, 80.
1 second, Nicholas. I'll get you off of mute here. Hey, Nicholas, it's James Johnson in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, I got you, James.
All right. So, oh, goodness. I do have word. I don't know if you got the word, but I just got word from race control. Nicholas Aslan, first place.
Yep.
So another funky finish with the 48 up front.
Yeah, I hate to win it this way. Dustin and I had a good battle going on there, and I'm sure it would have been really good to the end, having to push, save tires, figure it out, and it was just really weird. I was like, man, it's getting dark, and it looked so hazy. I was like, I said to my dad, because we were in a Discord call, and I was like, did they like turn weather on for this? Are they just testing the new system? Is this something we're not aware of? And it just looks so hazy. And then a little bit like right before race control mentioned it, I was like, oh yeah, the lights, like they're not even on. That's why it looks so hazy. And when they said, they were like, we're not sure how long it's gonna go, I mean, it got dark pretty fast, and being the leader, I was kind of worried because I was like, how hard do I push here? because I know Dustin, he's probably going to push as well, but try to save, not push as hard as I am, because we don't know how long we're going for, and you want to have that tire at the end if, it did stay daylight for quite some time, and I was fortunate to have gotten a caution, whoever it was that junked it there. They announced that there was going to be 5 laps left, and to be honest, I don't think I would have held Dustin off. You can only aero block and take the line away for so long, and I pushed pretty hard at the start of the run, not knowing how long we were going to have. So yeah, like I said, I hate to win it this way. I wish we could have raced it out, but
Trophy's a trophy, man.
for
Take
sure,
the
for
take
sure.
the points and run, Nicholas. What are you talking about, man?
Yeah,
Oh.
I know, but I mean, I get it's a win's a win. It's nice, but I know a lot of other guys work hard to get good finishes and had different strategies going that kind of got caught out.
Well,
So it sucks for them.
no, I hear you, man. Well, I want to come back to you, so don't go anywhere because we got some more interviews going on. Now that we got the race results, I see that third place is Travis Jones. You got you in here, Travis? You got a mic check?
Can you hear me?
I got you loud and clear, Travis.
Right.
Congratulations, man. A crazy end to a crazy race, but you were up front all day with Nicholas. I mean, with Nicholas and Dustin, and the 15 was up there. Ty Williams was up there for a while, and you guys look like you were having a really good race, keeping it clean. What do you think about the how the race went all the way through the comp caution up to the final caution there?
Yeah, I mean that was that was some fun racing. My hands are sweating after that one. But yeah, that was a great time. The track getting dark at the end was tricky, that's for sure. So at that point I was just like, well, just go as hard as we can and just try to hang on to the back and hope for a mistake because I couldn't pass anyone. I feel like by that point my tires were pretty much gone. But yeah, I think I was actually a little lucky because I come in the pits, I think, under green behind Dustin, and I locked up and end up sliding across the track into the wall. But the somebody else had a caution, so that saved me. I actually ran out of fuel coming to the pit lane and was able to coast in. So it was a wild race, that was for sure.
That's wild. Well, just have to take it as they come and deal with them one action at a time. I mean, you had to be in the right place at the right time, and that was you. But no, I think you definitely deserve your third place spot, and you're going to take some points home, man. Congrats. What was it like when it was so dark? I mean, what was the difference other than
The
not being able to see? I mean, what could you not see?
Yeah, I guess the biggest thing was, everybody has kind of like their markers on the track when you want to turn in, depending on what line you're running. And I feel like turn 3 and 4 that was really crucial. And yeah, I could barely see there at the end the little black seam I was trying to stay right on top of in the middle of the turn. But that was the biggest thing I feel like was setting up for the corners and being able to kind of just see what's happening ahead. But it was definitely a challenge. I enjoyed that. That was fun.
Right on. Well, we'll let you run, man. Congrats. You get to take home some third place points, man. Congrats. I know that'll help. You've been running well. It's exciting to see you up front, man. Thanks for joining us tonight. We appreciate it, Travis.
Yep, thanks. Y'all do a great job at broadcasting, so it's a great time. I'll see y'all next race.
All right. Look forward to it. Thank you, Travis. That's your third place finisher, Travis Jones. And I believe we got Dustin Reinstedel in here as well. Hey, Dustin.
Sir.
Hey, congrats, man. That was a wild and crazy race for you, too. Take us through your side of it, start to finish.
Yeah, it was fun. I started to play a little bit of strategy there at that pit stop when the caution came out, which was both lucky and unlucky because I didn't save at all, and I was like .2 short of being able to pit on the lap I wanted to. So I let Nick go and then started clutching in the corners, trying to stay in second still. And yeah, once I gave up first, there was just no. It's so hard to pass, especially like Nick mentioned earlier, when you can aero block. Like it's just hard to get anything done because that middle groove is just dominant. Because on the bottom, you can beat them on entry, but you can't beat them on exit. And then in the main top lane, you can get them on exit, but you give up so much through the middle that you're not going to be able to stay there. So that middle lane was just dominant. I was going to try to to get beside of him if I could. I was getting kind of close, but it is what it is. You can never say that you were going to pass somebody. So I mean, I'm good with second place. Got the most laps led and all that, so I'll take a couple points. Even though missing last week's definitely going to put me in the hole towards Nick. So we'll have a good battle here the last couple races. But yeah, it got dark. Bob Pockers didn't tell me this track didn't have lights.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Mike.
I got a question for you, Dustin. I saw you coming on strong right there before it stopped. Think you had something for the 48?
Yes and no. Because whenever I was in the lead, people would get right up on your bumper. Nick did it to me a couple times, and then you just can't do anything with it. So I could have got to his bumper like I was doing, but I don't know if I could have got around him. So it was a good race by him, good win. Anyways, he was strong the whole race. So good job,
Oh.
Nick. I know you can hear me, but yeah, you can never say you're going to pass somebody, especially in the trucks now.
So how was as it cooled down? I mean, did it get looser or did it snug up more? I was kind of curious about that.
Honestly, in that middle lane, it really wasn't. Once you got through like the first 2 laps, it really didn't get too loose. Right, probably halfway through that first green flag cycle, right before the caution came out and everybody was pitting, it got a little loose on exit out of 2. But other than that, it was pretty stable for the most part. The track temp was down so low, it helped.
Could you see Nicholas Aslan's tailgate to know if he was going high or low, especially in the high speed sections, down the back stretch?
Yeah, the lap before the caution came out, or actually, I guess turn 3 before we hit the line when the caution came out, I was about ready to bump him going down the backstretch, but I couldn't tell how close to corner entry I was, so I didn't want to. So it was definitely we wouldn't have made it another couple laps anyway. So it was definitely time to call it. But I made a joke while we were under caution the time before that the RVs around the track should have turned their lights on.
Yeah, there you go. What are they thinking, man? Oh, that would have been fun.
Yeah, it was definitely too dark though. You couldn't even hardly see the grooves. So it is what it is. But just so anybody out there watching, it's not the first time we've unfortunately had to call a race. We've had a couple servers go down mid race and things like that. So we're just sticking to the same thing we do with those. I'm not sure if you've mentioned that already, but
No, please do tell us more.
Yeah, it is.
You were in that discussion,
It'll be
so.
official.
And how did you pick which lap number to choose?
Well, we hadn't. I think Josh had just announced there was 5 to go. He was like on the comms announcing at the line. And it probably would have been too dark by the time we got there. But once that caution came out, I mean, we wouldn't have got another lap in if we were trying to go 5 more. We would have had 1 or 2 laps, but then again, like it would have under pacing, that would have been like 3 or 4 minutes of track time, so it would have been dark by then.
Yeah, that's no fun. You have to keep the integrity of the championship.
And that's coming from me in second place, looking at the leader's bumper. Like I wanted to go longer than anybody, but it was too dark for sure.
All right. Well, this question is for both you and Nicholas. Next week is Talladega Super Speedway. I don't think that one's going to go dark, so you can't count on that to bail you out. Nicholas, you do have a Super Speedway win already this season. What do you think about next week, Talladega?
Oh man, points racing, baby. We're gonna be there at the end. That's all I'll tell you. We're gonna find a way to be there at the end and cross the the finish line. That's what we're going for. We're gonna find a way to cross that finish line.
All right, Dustin, you got some work ahead of you, man. Missing a race, it's not impossible. I've seen it done before, but it's gonna be hard to make a comeback, man.
Yeah, we had a good time at Indy though. All the admin a couple of us got together and had a good time. So it's hard to pass up on opportunities like that. But yeah, Talladega is always crazy. I'll push somebody. That's usually where I end up pushing somebody in second.
Right on. We'll be watching. That'll happen next Friday night. Nicholas, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you, man. Dustin Rostettle, you're the man. Second place tonight. Not quite first, the first loser, but it's all right. You got another chance next week, man. Thanks for joining us in the booth up here.
Thank you. And thank you, Mike, for calling the race. Too excited to go watch it.
Oh no, it was fun, man. You guys done a good job. It was a real good race to watch.
See you
I
guys.
agree. See you, Dustin. Congrats. I agree. Dustin summed that up. He actually understated it. Michael, it's been a great pleasure having you with all your experience in the Midwest Motorsports and the Truck Series. To have you up here in the booth, your knowledge, please know that the door is open any Friday evening that you're not spotting for somebody or babysitting or doing something in real life. Come and join us. You can see on the screen now, it's pitch black out there. There's no way we could have run 12 more laps even without any cautions. So I think they did the right thing. That is, call the race at a certain number of laps. Did you have a good time up here with me, Michael?
Yeah, it was fun. It was a new experience. I enjoyed it a lot. It was interesting.
Great. Well, thanks again for making it more entertaining for the viewers. And I'll go ahead and close it out. For Josh Watt running the production, James J., Michael Samia reminding you to stay in your lane. We'll see you next Friday night. 9:55 is the start time for Talladega. See you then. Good night, everybody.